Okay, we're recording and we're going. So, I'm doing this washer dryer business and I figure I might as well start to record videos and just post to YouTube for documentary basically purposes is my thinking. And I don't know how long this recording will go for, so I might have to do a few and then delete them. But started September 17th of 2025. It's January 12th, 2026. And we're up around 75 sets of machines, and then we have a few singles in there, a few rent-to-owns in there. We've done side-by-side sets, top loaders, front loaders, stackables, done new machines, and this all stems from like the Corner Office podcast, which was good. It was a good podcast, but you just wonder if it laid it all out as much as it could have, and instead of maybe painting a rosy picture. Not that it was super rosy, but cost and time wise it's not what it was laid out to be, although potentially it could have been. But before I get to all that, I'm just thinking about what I learned right now. So I'm picking up a dryer from a guy that is he sold me a dryer. I'm renting it out, and I text him saying, hey, I might need to bring you another one, and he's a little frustrated and rightfully so, but frustrated that I'm bringing him machines and he's like a repair shop for me, even though he does offer a 45-day warranty. And sorry, it's kind of cold out there. But he's like, yeah, I don't know if this rental thing's working out. And I'm like, oh, well, let me know. Like, it's been good working with you, but I don't know if this is working for me either, if he's like kind of a downer about it, and that's the service that he's offering. And there's plenty of other people that I can find that will do repairs, and there's other places that I can buy machines from. But one of them that I bought right now, it's an older machine, and it has a little plastic hinge thingy. It's not even a hinge, it's just a little thing that when you push the door closed, it kind of goes like that. And apparently, if you don't like carefully close the door, that little plastic piece will break, and then the dryer just will not turn on. And so you're like, oh, well, good to know. Something to keep in mind for future purchases. Like, don't buy machines that have that little plastic latch on it. But like, I don't know that. I'm just I've been told to buy analog machines, the one with no lights on the front, because they're just a little more finicky. And like another machine that I bought from this guy was it was a top load washer, but it's a LG, but if you don't have the machine perfectly level, it will throw an uneven code and it will just stop working. It won't agitate, it won't spin, which is fine. That's how they make it. And honestly, you should have all your washers and dryers perfectly level, so that when they're agitating and spinning and tumbling and all that stuff, they don't get all thrown out of whack and balance and whatever. But it's just things you learn along the way, and you're like, yeah, maybe I won't buy those digital, fancy, big washers, even though they're nice, but they have their own set of problems, and you can get other ones that are just the basic drum with the plastic agitator and just call it good, and there's no extra fancy switches and stuff. But it's frustrating to have someone that you're building a relationship with and have spent thousands of dollars with go, yeah, I don't know if this is working out, when it's like, okay, it's just that simple. And my brother, who's a partner with me, said, well, maybe it's just a bad day. It's a Monday, you're dumping repairs on him, and you know, that kind of stuff, which I get. You don't want to dump on people, but yeah, it's frustrating because I haven't worked my traditional IT job. I got my bachelor's from BYU in business, and then worked as a credit analyst for a few years, and then my younger brother graduated college, and he fresh out of college was making more money as a software engineer, and rightfully so, than I was. And I'd been in my career for like 4.5 years, 4 years, something like that. And it was almost like double what I was making, and I'm like, man, this sucks. So I went into IT, went and did a dev boot camp, and then after the boot camp, I was a developer for 2 or 3 years. I wasn't good. Pseudo got laid off, fired, quit a few times because I was just like, I kind of hate this, and I'm not the greatest at it, and my just aptitude and talent and desire to do it just wasn't really there. It was just something I kind of fell into. So then I started a painting business with my family and did that for a little bit, but then it's just starting out. It's not enough to support a family. And then I went and got certifications to become a product owner and a product manager. And then I did do that for about 7 years, but that started in 2018. My first layoff was March 3rd, 2020. The Monday before the weekend where Utah shut down. And then it was a bunch of layoffs because customers didn't, win customers themselves, and so projects got shelved, and experimental products didn't have, progress, and so I get laid off, and it was just a rough go. And so I've been doing this washer dryer business, and after the last product manager layoff, it's like, dude, I'm jaded from this IT stuff. Like, I can do the job, and my boss doesn't think I should get fired, but the CEO does, and what the CEO wants, he gets, which is fair. And to be fair, I'm not like a perfect product manager, but getting laid off, fired for what was going on was like, this is not making any sense. And yeah, it just felt unfair. And so then you're doing this washer dryer business after I worked for my brother in construction, and that his project pipeline kind of finished up, and so it's like me furiously applying for jobs. The job market sucks for IT, and then just not getting any traction. Made it to several final round interviews, and just like bad luck for getting offers. And some of it is like, well, maybe I'm dodging a bullet because they're bringing up red flags in the interview that are like, man, this isn't gonna be a good fit for me. And it's just weird. Anyways, so it's weird to do this washer dryer business, and you're working with people, and you worry, oh man, are we gonna be all right? making money in the business, is profitable, and so that's good. And I'm hoping by the end of this month that maybe we can have our mortgage, my family's mortgage, covered by the rentals, which would be amazing. Well, then you got to do that another time, maybe 2 times, to like be really comfortable financially. And thankfully, Ashley and I, we have savings, and so we'll keep chipping away at this little business. And my brother that I was doing construction for, he said, hey, I have some projects coming up as a superintendent for his construction company, that if they come through, would you want to do it? And I said, yeah, sure, because then that would, plug a hole in our finances for a little bit and allow me time to do this on the side, and then also just see how it feels on the side, and then also like maybe we push and try and find people to do installs for me during the day while I have a job, and see how that goes. And like I'm trying to think in the future, like going on vacation, I'd like to be able to do that at really any time in the future. And so just getting ready for hiring somebody, contracting out installs, deliveries would be kind of awesome. So it's something we're thinking about, my brother and I. We'll see what happens there. But this guy that I'm working with, good guy, nice guy, fair prices, very open to teaching me and showing me stuff. I'm hoping to keep that relationship and just buy machines from him, and maybe set some like rules for myself and for him of like, hey, if I'm gonna buy something and I install it, but as far as I can tell, there's no issues with my part of the install, like I'll bring it to you, and if I do, will you fix it? And instead of you having to go out and fix it on site or whatever, because that doesn't make him money, it just costs him money. So yeah, all right, that's that. I guess I could talk about my VA. I hired a VA to help me follow up with leads and do social media posts, and I'm gonna see if she can't do blog posts. She's in the Philippines. We're paying her $5 an hour. So hopefully that goes well, and we just kind of continue to inch up the Google review rankings. And plus I'm just getting some small things done in the business that I've been wanting to do, like, hey, I want to get rent to own on my door hanger flyers and rent to own on my website, and so I got those things done this week. And then hopefully that pans out a little bit in the future. I know it could be way better, but it's just like, let me get it off my plate, because one thing we've been doing is we're paying for these ads on Facebook and getting leads and doing installs, and then I'll go and drop door hangers at the apartment complex, or I'll go talk to the office and say, hey, here's some door hangers to put into your move-in packet, and if you want, we could do revenue share. So a couple of weeks ago, we landed our first contract to do revenue share. We haven't installed any yet for them, but it's exciting to like have our first one. And it's like, man, if I could just figure out how to break into a few apartment complexes and get the machines installed everywhere, that would be amazing, and like life-changing. And like, okay, you don't have to go get a job, which that's another thing I'm thinking about is, well, maybe I try and buy this guy's business. He's got a washer dryer rental business, and I said, hey, let's circle back around after the holidays, and haven't heard from him, but maybe I should ping him again. But he's got like 700 sets, and it's like, dude, if I could buy his business, then income wise I should be just fine, and then I can just kind of tinker and mess around and figure out what to do just going forward, and not have the pressure of like financial requirements of the family. So yeah, that's that. I'm hoping on my trailer, now that my like to-do list is getting a little smaller, hoping on my trailer to add some strap points, like little hook thingies that I can hook straps to, but then have them be on the trailer permanently, so I don't have to take it off and put it back on, take it off, put it back on, and switch everything around. So yeah, need to do that, and yeah, just keep going, buy more machines, do more marketing, do more door hanger drops, and see what happens. So anyways, I'm gonna call it good there and try and get this uploaded to my channel. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. I'm thinking about doing getting a chest strap that will hold my phone, and then I can walk around and do installs, and you guys can tag along with me, and you can see what I'm doing, what works, what doesn't work, and give me tips, and maybe I can answer some questions in the comments, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it'd be fun to be able to get up to 50 subscribers, because then YouTube allows you to go live from your channel. So I'm like, maybe if I can do consistent posting and get up to 50 subscribers, that would be legit. And maybe I do like updates on the numbers of what the business is doing and expenses, so you guys can see those things. And yeah, just kind of come along for the ride. So alright, I think that's it. Like and subscribe, comment, share with a friend and a family member. See ya on the next one.